big compositions that EA has really been known for. You bring that Kestrel into the lane, very good at forcing up the wave early on, pair it with a Crystal jungle, and it just makes it very easy to rotate up and overpower the enemy.
Bit of action here as Creation jumps into the fray, looking for the damage down on towards Pain. He escaped down towards the bottom side of it already. We see the Adagio go down. Ace Gaming with first blood and second blood off the back of that fight, and third blood. They actually get an ace, only 2 minutes in, living up to their name.
Yeah, great plays coming out of them, and you know, looking out over here, this Arden appears to be going on to a... even look to get some damage down on this turret as they have a full wave here.
The Swinofer quite low, doesn't have the fountain either. Ace have one of their own alongside the Shatterglass for Tasso, so they're looking for the turret. They will get it down to Musta, going to be the first to fall. The turret somehow still alive as that barrier comes back up, but eventually it will go down as well. One shot, one kill, threads the needle between the two members of Pain Gaming. But Ace get exactly what they want off that push.
Yeah, Ace take a huge lead here up in under 6 minutes. 4 kills, first turret. They're working on a 4,000 gold lead as they find Falcon Dorian down here in the jungle.
Working on a 5th kill as well.
Yep, and now they're going to, you know, again, objective control is strong for the East Asia region. They take down that Crystal Center.
Oh, the one shot, one kill will take half of the Roam's health as well. That Finn is struggling as he tries to get back towards the lane, but Ace just using the zone control they have with that Kestrel going towards the turret. Here comes the Gauntlet. Falcon trying to stop Ace in their tracks. The turret will fall very quickly. It goes down. Creation still alive. Muster low in the backline as well as the active camo comes in. The aggressive play here from Tassa is he's looking for more kills. The Trespass gets the stun onto Falcon Dorian. The Finn just about getting away, but Falcon's been pulled back in. One shot, one kill! Goodbye! Ace Gaming get 2 and they look to push towards the choke point turret here as well. 8 minutes in, they are looking to close out this game really quickly, and they will get their 3rd turret of the game. It's haven't given up a Treant, haven't given up a gold miner, haven't given up a turret, nor have they given up a kill, and they want a few more for their own. Into the fray comes in, the active camo from Tassa. They're going to walk straight into that stun. Fountain used by Pain Gaming, but another stun, and Tassa is just shredding through Pain. They live up to their name, they feel the pain, and Ace Gaming get another ace for themselves.
They've done such a great job. They've been in the driver's seat all game long, coming off of a great triple trespass stun there out of Youngju. This looks like Ace. They might even just be looking to close out this game. They have the Ace Wave minions, and they're splitting the aggro.
Are they going to win this game before 11 minutes? Pain are trying to stop them, but I don't think Ace really care. Youngju in that front line is looking for the re-engage. The active camo is absolutely deadly. The stealth in from Tassa, he's waiting to see if Pain overextend here. The pull back, Falcon Dorian in that front line. The sentry's been eliminated. One shot, one kill is going to connect, but Swinofer will tank that one up for the time being. You can see Ace just want to close this one out. They want to get to game 2, and that's exactly what Creation is trying to do. The stun once again. Muster just about surviving up towards the backline. The dive in from Falcon. Muster's going to go down. Creation doing a lot of work. Falcon's low as well as Tassa will eventually take him out with the glimmers if he can connect. Falcon dodging around with his fancy feet, but the crystal goes down just before the 11-minute mark, and Ace are absolutely dominant in game 1.
Minute mark this time around if they want to pull out a victory here.
Bringing 3 people into the lane as well. Swinofer just trying to trade with Youngju. It's not going to do too much work, and Creation is perhaps going to struggle slightly in the lane. Melee into ranged matchups are not the easiest matchups to navigate.
Yeah, pretty rough when you don't have that book of eulogies either, too. So it gives you a little bit of sustain. But
Swinofer went in and Creation was waiting for him. Baited and outsmarted. Creation takes first blood.
Yeah, he did use that heal.
On the Book of Eulogies for Creation, though. Heavy Steel, 6 Sins, going down as much damage as possible. Tassa perhaps a little bit overextended as Pain have collapsed into their own jungle, so Muster is quite low. Tassa's going to try and retreat down towards the bottom side. Youngju's there as well. He's going down. Here goes Tassa jumping back in. Muster's low. Youngju gets taken out. Pain Gaming get their first kill of the series, but here comes Creation, and there goes Falcon, somehow surviving, eventually gets taken out. Creation now has to try and get away, but Muster and Swinofer are not going to give up on this chase. Creation will fall. He gets extinct. And Pain Gaming get a 2-for-2 scoreline. Get that yummy catnip frenzy down. Falcon Dorian doesn't have a reflex block of his own and will just fight out Tassa in the jungle. A lot slower pace game. The knock up onto Jesuino Ferrer. Here comes the Yummy Catnip Frenzy, but the fountain came out just in time to keep Pain alive for the time being. Underneath the turret, Ace continuing to dive in, but Falcon Dorian is here to help the rest of his team. Ace Gaming have been able to retreat back behind the turret. Here they go back in, looking for the fight, but the first kill has almost gone down. Tass is the first to fall. Jesuino Ferrer somehow surviving off towards the top side of the fight, and you can see Ace realize there's not much more they can do here, because Musta's willing to chase forward. He's willing to step up to the Korean champions and say, not today. Today is the day of Brazil. Musta will get the second kill of the fight, and Pain Gaming come up huge.
Yeah, and they couldn't have come up with all of this in a better time. They take beautiful opportunities where Tass has gone a little too far. And turn things
for creation alongside the Sorrow Blade. We'll have to see if Ace Gaming can play around these small windows of opportunity that teams have. You're looking to take fights when the enemy team hasn't bought their next item, hasn't got that second tier 3, and that's exactly what they're doing as they take down Falcon Dorian, and a great Yummy Captive Frenzy into Gauntlet combination to stun into the wall as well. Jesuino Ferrer just can't go anywhere. He's trying to get away with the fountain, but I think he is gonna fall as well. Youngju secures the kill. Roam on Roam combat. There's the breaking point. Too little, too late for Pain Gaming, as once again they lose 2 members in the lane.
Yeah, they do. It was a good fight for Ace Gaming. They were able to combo those stuns very, very efficiently. They find 2 kills. They're going to get a gold mine as well. And this build on creation is very, very aggressive and works very well on Glaive because he just naturally scales well with crit. But Sir Muster,
Tempting for the seal, it would be a massive one if you could get it. Unable to secure it. Ace Gaming get the gold payout, and with it, a 2,000 gold lead.
When you don't have raw weapon damage to go with it.
Jump in from Tassa. The reflex box come out. Youngju with the re-engage. There's a Yummy Captain Frenzy, gets the stun, but the box is still alive to do a lot of damage in this fight. Look at those breaking point stacks. Look at Ace on the back foot, realizing they've taken a bad fight, and there's the first kill for Pain, but they're not done yet. They're trying to get on towards the backline. Tassa there, the Rose offensive. Falcon Dorian just can't find the on point, but they will find the turret, and Pain Gaming are actually starting to take the advantage in this game. They're still behind in gold, but Ace Gaming just seem so far on the back foot. Pain coming up huge once again in the lane, starting to win them these fights.
Yeah, it absolutely has, and now Ace, they're looking to take a turret of their own.
That they are unable to get it for the time being. Tassa gets jumped on by Falcon Dorian and starts to walk back towards the Sanctuary, trying to find a little bit of relief as Pain continue in. There's the Afterburn blocked out with the Crucible. Here comes the Gauntlet from Youngju, trying to catch them all in, but another block on the Yummy Cabinet Frenzy, and Musta's still alive, building up the breaking point stacks. The damage coming out from that box is absolutely monumental, and already they've got 1 kill, and they're looking for a couple more. The wait for it won't quite connect, but Tassa has to get away, and so do the rest of Ace's. Pain just do absolute work in the lane here. They're going to get their second turret of the game, and what a turnaround this has been from game 1. A perfect game that ended in 11 minutes. Now Pain Gaming at the 13-minute mark are 1,000 gold ahead of our Korean champions.
Yeah, now I do want to make note real quick. He's picked up a piercing spear, so he's likely looking towards going into either a tension bow or a bone saw, and not the raw weapon damage.
Jesuino Ferrer who goes in for the engage once again, and Ace Gaming just immediately on the back foot, trying to find a way away from the fray, but they're not going to be allowed to get out of this one. Pain Gaming get another kill for themselves, and it's all Pain all the time now. Jesuino Ferrer pops a charm back at him, just saying, anything you can do, I can do better. You may have got a treant, but I will take your life. Where we are in terms of build. The Bone Saw completed on Musta. He's now at 3 weapon power items as Pain trying to defend their turret here. Need to be a little bit cautious because Ace have taken that one down. The wait for it came out as well. Here comes the flank as they try and dive onto that backline. Falcon Dorian doing a lot of work. The Gauntlet, but still that box is alive on the outside of it, and you need to watch Musta because he's the one. He actually dives into the stun there, and Ace might try and capitalize. The Yummy Captain Frenzy is blocked out, as is the Afterburn. Tassa having to run away on that backline. Youngju trying to get away from Falcon Dorian, but the Heartthrob stacks are building up. Creation in the midst of all of Pain, but he is going to be the one focused down now. He falls. Tassa trying to get away. It's a double for Pain. Can't quite get the triple. And Pain Gaming once again able to win a fight off Ace Gaming, who 2-0'd TSM earlier today. A lot of people looked at Pain and said they're just going to fall out in the group stages, where they are proving us entirely wrong. The pride of Brazil coming up massive in this second game of the best of 5 series. There are, of course, more games to come, but Pain Gaming need to secure this one first to equalize it at 1-1.
Wow, this is Vainglory Worlds. This is the best of the best, and Pain is proving you cannot count them out. They've did their work to get here, and they are showing exactly how they did it. And now Pain's coming in.
Swinofer looking for the flank here. They get the wait for it down on towards Tassa. He's going to get chased back towards the Sanctuary. The Kraken at about half health as it pushes in. And now Ace Gaming need to regroup. They need to work out, is there an avenue? Is there a way? Is there a possibility that we find and engage in this fight? Because that Kraken is still pushing in. The Yummy Cabinet Frenzy is going to come out. And Ace Gaming on their last legs. Pain Gaming looking for the win here. They're taking down the second crystal turret. They don't really give a damn about Ace. They just want the win. They just want the crystal. And they are going to get it. They're going to equalize this series unless Ace have something final to say, but they just can't do it. Next, Vain Crystal goes down. I talked too quickly there. I was just surprised that Pain Gaming were able to take the win over Ace and equalize the series at 1-1.
Yeah, what a beautiful turnaround by Pain there in game number 2, and hopefully we've got some Pain Gaming fans down in the stage that'll help cheer them on, and maybe they can bring down Ace and maybe live long enough.
So we're waiting for that disengaging fights from Pain. They're trying to back off. They're trying to wait until those stacks are built up and then go for the re-engage. We'll have to see exactly how the fights pan out, because Ace will not want to give Pain an inch. They'll want to keep on the aggressive path. They'll want to get the poke out from Tassa as well.
Yeah, and Tassa's done a good job coming up into the lane, making smart rotations. Look at the damage!
That's a lot of burst. Tassa going to get some more damage onto Swinofer, and the final Malice hits its mark. Great stuff from Ace as they take first blood, and they're looking for a little bit more. Falcondorian perhaps a little bit overextended, but answers back with some bad mojo, and Ace do need to be a bit cautious because Muster and Falcondorian do have some damage between them. Minion Candy pops to try and push in the lane. We'll have to see exactly how strong this is for Ace.
Yeah, both sides use that Minion Candy, and now Ace, they're going to look to get some damage down here, and Muster has to be so incredibly careful right now.
Is Creation a little bit overpushed here because Swinofer has rejoined. The Vanguard gets Creation out of range of the Holy Nova, so Swinofer unable to get the knock-up. Muster healing up, another bad mojo onto Tassa in that backline. The Ordain comes out as well. Here's the knock-up, but it's only really going to connect onto Youngju, and now Tassa will try and re-engage. So Muster not quite as healthy as he'd like to be, just about gets away towards the backline. And Pain Gaming are standing their ground, but slowly their health bars are diminishing. Applying the mortal wounds, which reduce the healing from the fountain, but still Ace were able to get just enough gains. Now Pain Gaming are the ones using the Minion Candy to try and control the lane. I feel like this is going to be the story of the game for a little while. Another double knockup, and there's the kill onto Tassa. And Pain Gaming are the ones to strike first in this lane matchup. It's so close between these two teams. A lot closer than any of us expected it to be.
Yeah, it definitely is, and that fight really started to go the way of Pain off the back of a beautifully timed Fearsome Shade coming out of Falcondorian. Oh, Mr. Muster.
Another knock-up on towards Youngju as they look for the further kill. And once again, Pain Gaming just able to capitalize on perhaps a little bit of mispositioning there from Ace.
Yeah, Pain starting to take an edge early, which they were able to do last game with the Vox. Swinofer not quite at that level 6 mark where the Divine Intervention comes online, but Tassa.
Ordain goes down onto Tassa to try and lock him out. They will get the turret, and Pain Gaming now on the retreat. Muster there, but the fountain is used. They're going to try and chase down onto Swinofer, but I don't think they have enough chase on Swinofer. That is bold, to say the least. In the face of the Korean champions, you flash them a kiss and say goodbye. And now Ace, they want retribution. They want a little bit of a fight after they've been disrespected by the Pain Gaming Rona, that they're still unable to find the kills here. And once again, Pain Gaming able to escape. What a great early game from this Brazilian lineup.
Yeah, they were able to escape, but I think this is going to be Ace taking down this turret. Falcondorian is coming up, but there's not really anything he's going to be able to do at this point. The turret is going to drop incredibly quickly, but now Ace have to make sure they get out. Sir Muster and Swinofer, they did recall, topped up their Tassa, so this Crucible is absolutely key to Ace, and if they are going to be able to pull out a victory here.
Muster's going to try and get the Trien, and we'll have to watch that Crucible. We'll have to be aware, because that's not when you want to use it. And now Ace Gaming realize they have to get the hell out of here, because otherwise they're going to get caught out. The wait for it comes out, looking for Creation, the Fearsome Shade as well, but no capitalization from Pain. They're just trying to force Ace back. Muster stepping forward now, tries to get onto Tassa, down to about half HP, but Ace can just wait for the Crystal Sentry here. The Trien will go across towards Pain. That Crucible back up in 26 seconds. We will have to see if Ace are able to slow this game down. The Holy Nova is going to connect, but it's only onto Youngju. The stun coming out as well from the Ordained. Creation in that front line. He's getting chunked out as well. Swinofer doing a lot of work. Has the intervention if he needs it. Has the fountain as well for that healing. And once again, Ace just have to get away.
Yeah, Swinofer did use the fountain to save himself at the end of that fight, but he does still have that Divine Intervention, as you mentioned. And Pain Gaming, incredibly impressive. We were just talking about the Crucible.
Creation's coming in for a flank here. Youngju was very low. Here comes Jesuino Ferrer as well, trying to get the intervention down onto Falcondorian. The Crucible used early once again. We'll have to see if this fight continues to erupt. The Ordain onto Tassa. There's the Fountain in response. Ace Gaming trying to stay alive, using that Crystal Sentry if they can, but Mustard doesn't give a damn as he jumps in towards that backline, and now Pain Gaming are in a 3v2 situation. Creation's gonna jump in though, trying to get the steals. Can he get these 2 kills at the end? Look at how low both these teams are. Falcondorian waiting. He's got the Fearsome Shade. He pops it out, and he will force away Creation and Youngju, a 1-for-1 trade in the jungle. Oh no, you don't. We're here. We're here to fight. We're here to represent our region and go back to Brazil with that Vainglory trophy as well, and they're well on their way towards it. They have started up the gold miner. A flank opportunity is here for Ace, trying to cut him in from 2 sides, but Jesuino Ferrer is having none of that. He goes forward with the Holy Nova, has the Echo for a double intervention if he needs it. He can pray to the gods of the Halcyon Fold, but they're going to engage onto Tassa instead. Muster versus Tassa, that's the big trade. The immense gold payout goes over to Pain, and now the fight has truly begun in the jungle. The engage from Muster on towards Tassa, but Tassa's still alive. Creation's jumped in, and he's been untouched because Muster's trying to take out the Samuel. Can he get him in the end? Just about diving in, can't quite get the kill, and it ends up being a 2-for-0 trade in favor of Ace. It's a Jot at this moment. Creation now finished triple weapon item and a metal jacket to try and keep himself alive against Muster. Muster's sitting on the double weapon item and the coat of plates. Hasn't really been able to get towards that metal jacket yet. Here comes the Oblivion, blocked out. Pain willing to continue this trade because they know Muster's getting the stacks. He's at 10. The wounds coming out, the damage onto Youngju as well. Creation and Tassa force back. Youngju's going to put down the gauntlet. They're looking for Jesuino Ferrer. There's the Fountain as well. But Ace Gaming are on the back foot. They're having to run for the wins. They're having to get back behind their turret because Pain Gaming are not giving up. Jesuino Ferrer's low, has the intervention, has a Fountain left as well, and Pain Gaming can just back away. Will they look for the turrets, or will they count this as a win? I think they want a little bit more. They're going for the Treant, trying to get the healing back onto Muster. Tassa takes a massive chunk of damage with the Mad Mojo across the wall. Can't quite get the kill, but Muster isn't giving up yet. He wants that. He takes down the Samuel. He sends him back to the Sanctuary, and now Pain Gaming are diving between the turrets. They do not care that you are the Korean champions. They do not care that you are the favorites for the tournament. They do not care at all. They take the Ace, and Ace get wrecked by Pain Gaming.
Yeah,
we're just going to dive between your turrets. Muster's just going to run through your entire team and get to the backline. They get the Ace, they get the Kraken. They haven't broken that choke point turret yet, though, so they have 3 turrets to try and get through if they're going to try and close out the game.
They did it last game.
Yeah.
So very well within the realm of possibility here. Boots are used by Falcondorian. Can we see this fight? Can we see Pain end the game here?
Those offensive away. The Drifting Dart's going to come out as well, and Pain take a step back. They take a breath. They take a moment to reevaluate this fight because the Kraken's coming in. Pain Gaming want this. The Oblivion blocked out, but Muster is quite low. The jump in. There goes the Ordain, blocked out from the stun. The Fearsome Shade as well will be removed by Ace. They're going to get back towards the Sanctuary. They're going to heal up. That Kraken's down to about half. It's all on Muster. It's all on these breaking points. It's all on Pain as they look to take a 2-1 lead over Ace Gaming. The Brazilian pride of the South American region are fighting against the Korean champions at the moment, and they are doing a lot of work. They've taken down one, they're looking for more. Creation's trying to dive up towards the top side, but the Kraken is there on the crystal now. It's all on Pain, and they should close this one out. They're going to take a 2-1 lead, and they are 1 game away from the semi-finals.
Yeah, they absolutely...
He's away from this turret, the X-Retsu in, looking for the damage down on towards that Lyra, but Falcondorian takes about half his HP in return. It's interesting, the target selection in these fights. Do you take out the Lyra to get rid of that healing? Do you try and get rid of the Black Feather or the Baron early on to reduce the extra damage in the fight? At the moment, they're going for Tassa. X-Retsu, there's the first blood. Pain Gaming, unstoppable at the moment. They could look for even a little bit more. Here's Creation and Youngju on that Imperial Sigil. You can see Falcondorian. He's dancing, he's thinking, he's wondering, can I go in once again? Can I X-Retsu and cause one of these Ace members to die? But they can't quite find the engage they want.
The Lyra. Not only does Lyra have the Fountain, as all captains, will eventually have at some point, she also gets that healing from her Imperial Sigil that scales with bonus health, and we see that Dragon Heart as well as the Fountain in inventory. So cutting down the usefulness of that Lyra could be the difference maker.
It looks like Pain are trying to draw a fight in. They go in with the gauntlet, and already they've taken out the Baron. That's a good way to shut him down. They're looking for a little bit more as they chase into the jungle of Ace. but they realize a kill and a gold miner, if they can secure it, or a kill and a turret, is exactly what they want. They were stood on a scout trap, perhaps hoping that Ace would overextend, looking to try and stop up this gold mine, but Falcon Dorian is a little bit on his own here. Can't get over eager, Mr. Falcon, if you want to win out this fight. Doing a great job of dodging around, getting the mortal wounds down onto the Black Feather as well, but he takes a massive chunk in response. The turret's going to go down. Good distraction from Pain Gaming. They get a turret, and they lose only 1 kill. Didn't get the gold mine there, but still a good trade for them. Now they need to get out. Master doesn't really want to. He goes in with a Suri strike, but forced back by Ace.
Yeah, that was really perfectly played by Dorian, actually. As you mentioned, it was a great distraction. Meanwhile, we got another fight breaking out.
Fights continue to erupt. Muster trying to keep himself alive, but Ace were able to take him down, and now they can look for a turret of their own off this push. Falcon Dorian's running up the lane, but it looks like Ace are going to decide against the turret and go down towards their jungle instead. Tassa there as well with the Aftershock and with the coat of plates for a little bit more tankiness into this Pain Gaming lineup.
Yeah, Tassa trying to get some of those on points to land on the Sir Muster. Hasn't been able to get too many of them yet, but he's definitely looking.
Searching, trying to find an avenue of invention, an avenue to go in. The X-Retsu, there's the fountain. It was actually the Chitin, sorry. It's Falcon Dorian. Did get chunked out, but the fountain heals him back up. Now it's Jesuino Ferrer. He has a blinking health bar as he's down to about 1,200 HP. There's still a fountain available for Youngju as well. We've seen Ace dive turrets before and it hasn't worked out for them. That's how Pain Gaming started to win the last game, but instead Ace just decided to get the objective. They take down the turret, and with it they have an ever so tiny gold lead. Whoa, that was a crit. Muster needs to get away. Get the hell out of there, Muster, because otherwise Ace are going to chase you in. There's the Arcane Passage. Has Youngju overextended because the healing Triet is on Muster. Takes the passage back. Youngju trying to heal himself back up with the Sigil and will have just enough. Flares have just been picked up by Youngju to try and catch him out in the fight. There's the Gauntlet. They go in for the re-engage. The Bright Bulwark comes down. The stealth, but look at the damage on towards Falcon Dorian. Doesn't really have a lot of armor yet. Just sitting on the light armor. No coda plates for him, and another crit coming out. There's the first kill. X-Retsu goes down, but already the double for creation. And this is exactly what Ace wanted. Pain get destroyed, and Ace get 3 kills for their own.
Yeah, they do. They're up 5-2. Pretty slow game as far as the kills go. We're only 12.5 minutes, and next time he uses that, it'll be the time that when he makes it to shop, he'll sell it off. And I'm interested to see, does he go into more damage, or does he get some shielding for this Taka? Kind of a little early to tell. I think there's viability for either way. There's not a whole lot he has to worry about blocking as far as crowd control goes, because he can jump jets out of that gauntlet.
Triple shot with the auto there. That splash damage doing a lot of work. Pain Gaming seem a little bit desperate as they go in for the engage. Here's the Gauntlet. They do get the stun onto the Baron, but do they have health? They do not. Muster's the one to fall first. And now Falcon Dorian's trying to dodge his way around the side of the fight. He wants creation, but he has to kite in across back onto Tassa. X-Retsu back in, but half his health just disintegrates in an instant, and Ace will take 2 kills.
Yeah, Ace take 2 kills. We're 15 minutes in the game as well, 15.5 minutes. That's really one of the worst times you can lose out on a fight. So shy of a miracle coming out of Jesuino Ferrer, this should easily be a free Kraken going over to Ace Gaming. They only have 3 turrets between them and a victory. They've been winning the past couple fights very convincingly, and now Creation, he has gone ahead and...
Pain Gaming still have something to say about it as they try and defend with the Kraken push, but Ace, so close to those completed builds, are looking absolutely dominant in this matchup. Death from above, locking out that choke point, but the Iron Cannon's going to come down and chunk out the turret. The crits coming out as well. Falcon Dorian falling lower and lower. The Kraken hasn't even taken half its health yet as Ace continue to push in. We've seen this story as Pain won the last 2 games off a Kraken push. Ace trying to do the same here. The X-Retsu used on the Kraken. There's the death from above, but it's not right in the right position. The Gauntlet coming out as well as Pain Gaming try and defend, but the Kraken still pushes in. X-Retsu on the back line. The slow with the Atlas. Can they get on towards this Baron? They're trying to, but Muster just can't muster up the damage, and the Baron still survives. X-Retsu jump jets away. Kraken pushing in. You have to feel that this is it for Pain. Ace Gaming should be able to equalize the series. The Kraken pushing in, the Crystal going low. Ace Gaming are gonna take us all the way to game 5.
Yeah, it's been a wild roller coaster here on the Halcyon Fold. Again, this team that I don't think anybody really expected to have it past day 1. Heliogenesis, so they have the additional range.
Oh, I missed one.
Oh no!
66.6% hit rate thus far. We'll try and keep track of that as we go through the game. Death from above clears out the wave. There's the from Hell's Heart. They get the stun into the chain CC. The trespass is huge, and Pain Gaming just go incredibly aggressive in the lane. Surprised to see Creation not block out that first stun. Did have the reflex, did use it, but was just caught out by some great play from Pain.
Like I said, it's a fairly quick ability. When used at close range like that, it can be difficult. There's a lot of things going on. You're looking out for the heliogenesis that are zoning you out. It's very easy to miss that windup, and that's Pain Gaming taking first turret over Ace in Game 5, using this Celeste to their advantage, and this fight might not be over.
No, Tassa continuing to be aggressive. There's the Solar Storm as Muster realizes he needs to get away. Tassa still sitting on that Shadow Glass. The one-shot, one-kill does connect, but it's an Ace Gaming member who falls. Creation goes down once again. He's died twice, and Falcon is not done. He wants to kill onto Youngju. Muster chasing in. Jesuino Ferrer is low, and perhaps Pain will realize they perhaps need to disengage. The damage coming out from the Helios on towards Tassa as well.
Pain damage of your enemies, as well as, you know, again, the crowd control. Here we go.
Another great from Hell's Heart. Falcon Dorian being a pain in the ace here for Pain Gaming. Looking for Creation as well. Chased away. The death from above is going to come out, but Creation now caught in a bad situation. Tries to jump forward. The Solar Storm's not quite going to connect, and Pain unable to find too much more out of that. But Falcon Dorian is absolutely devastating early on this game, looking to take away a Crystal Sentry as well. This is superfluous stuff from Ace, absolutely superb.
Actually come through and get the kill. You know, we've seen them get Pain Gaming low, but haven't really been able to close out as many kills.
From Hell's Heart bounces back, the boomerang coming out from Pain. They're still looking for an engage, blocked out trespass there. No stun CC chain for them, and now they do need to back away because here comes the death from above. Jesuino Ferrer in that front line has the fountain, pops it. One shot, one kill connects, but Falcon Dorian will tank that. 75% hit rate for Tassa, but he's not finding the kills with these connections, and perhaps Pain can turn it around. Creation's gonna jump into the back line. He's trying to take down some members of Pain. Tassa standing his ground, standing back, but a great core collapse with the stun, getting onto Creation somehow. He gets a double kill, and now it's up to Muster. What can he do? What can he bring out of his bag of tricks? He turns it back to Tassa, but he cannot connect with the core collapse. The Sentry's gonna help him out. He almost takes down Creation, but he cannot quite remove the Ace Gaming member from the map. Another shot misses.
Kestrel, if she's undamaged in a fight, you know she's going to go into the active camo, try to reposition. Dropping a flare can be very useful at shutting that advantage that the Kestrel would normally have down. And oh, that Solar Storm.
I think it was meant to hit Creation. It does. He's only on 14 HP, so he's actually chunked out a lot, but the steal comes in from Ace. Great stuff from Tassa. Creation almost died trying to stop the turret. That's so unlucky for Muster. Had that third completed item, thought he could kill Creation, but Creation now picks up an Aegis because he doesn't want that to happen again.
You got a little bit lucky there, buddy.
So slightly, but sometimes a little bit of luck is all you need to win out these games. One shot, one kill, hits onto Jesuino Ferrer. Here comes the flank, jump in with the Arcane Passage, but a great stun straight onto the face of Creation. Here comes the death from above, it is not quite going to connect, and Pain Gaming are kiting beautifully thus far this fight, but here comes Tassa. He's not giving up the ghost on this fray just quite yet. The fountain comes out to heal up Creation, and now Pain Gaming need to decide, do they move forward or do they move back? That is the choice they will make. Both they and Ace call a truce for the time being, but how close are they?
Get some additional vision with their body, but you know, we'll just have to see what ends up coming through here. Creation.
The stun!
Oh,
it lands! The scout trap! It was enough! They get the kill, and Pain Gaming's vision control is huge. We talked about the contraption. That's exactly what it can do. But the answer back from Ace, they're not done. Here comes the Pain. Who's going to gain in this fight? Creation's doing a lot of work. Great block, though, on the trespass. Now it's up to Muster to try and pull himself back. A superb torment. Jesuino Ferrer sacrifices himself to keep the Celeste alive.
Yeah, unfortunately that fight broke out without the captain, without Jesuino Ferrer there. They were able to pick up a beautiful kill very quickly, but at what cost this late in the game? Sir Muster gonna make it out, but you are playing with fire right now, sir. Oh, the crack with a beautiful body block.
Kraken's on the side of Pain Gaming, as a lot of the fans here, it would seem. Waiting in the bush, doesn't go down yet. He's still about 10 gold away from it. Now he's got enough. Kraken started. Falcon Dorian, are you going to get another infusion, or are you going to wait for just a moment? Ace Gaming smell blood. They smell an advantage. They smell an opportunity to jump in because the Kraken is going lower, down to about half HP. Pain Gaming and Ace. The game rests on this moment. You feel there perhaps could be a comeback if you lose the Kraken, but not if you lose the fight. Kraken down. It's a quarter away from being captured, and we can see Josuino Ferrer willing to step forward into the faces of Ace, but Ace once again disengaged, and the Kraken resets. Continues to be aggroed there by Muster. Pain realizing perhaps they have the advantage now. No infusion still. No infusion on Muster as well. That's huge because Tassa has one, as does Creation. The Kraken going lower. The trespass blocked out. The stun coming out. The Kraken goes down, and Pain Gaming get it. They're looking for a little bit more of a fight as well, but Ace just back away. Great stuff from Pain. One shot, one kill connects, but Vainglory healthy enough to survive through that. Now it's up to Ace. Can they shred through the Kraken before they get towards these turrets? You don't feel like Pain wins off this, but you feel they get mighty close, especially if they can find a fight. But the damage comes out from Ace, and they take down one. There's the death from above as well. Cruz chasing down towards the bottom side, but Muster has no one to keep him left alive. And now Ace continues to push forward. They're gonna get an Ace for their own. They're gonna get 3 kills. And thankfully for Pain Gaming, they got the Kraken just a moment ago, so this should not be the win for Ace Gaming. 3 turrets left for both teams, basically no gold in it. Josuino Ferrer is in that front line. Another infusion picked up on some Muster, but nothing on Vainglory yet. Has the Atlas, has the Shiver Steel, has the Aegis, but no infusion. How impactful will that be, or does he just need to distract and dissuade Ace from taking the engage? Damage from the Helios, but the Sigil heals them up once again. Kraken takes a little bit of DPS, but it's more scratches on her back than anything else. Pain are playing around vision here, looking to see if there's an avenue of victory. A way in. One shot, one kill doesn't connect. Is that their chance here? Go in. Vainglory gets onto the back line. There's the core collapse, the Solar Storm as well, and the stun. The core collapse, the CC chamber. Creation manages to dodge out with the reflex block, and now it's Pain in a 3v2. They're chasing onto Ace. Can they take down their Korean counterpart? Muster just about survives, but the core collapse doesn't quite connect, and now we need to see Pain back away, because otherwise Ace are going to collapse from 2 sides. One shot, one kill onto Vainglory. It isn't enough to take him down. Let's have a look at Fountains. They're both used. No healing left for these teams. Have to get through that Eve, through the healer Treant, but Ace aren't willing to give up the chase. They're pushing forward, even towards the Crystal Sentry. Once again, they decide to back away. The Solar Storm is not enough to take them out, but Youngju is low on energy. Tassa full Creation once again, hiding in this bush. He wants that flank, he wants the way in, and he can't quite find it yet.
No, that was a crazy fight that broke out there. The Solar Storm did a good job coming through at the end. You know, it did hit Tassa. Wasn't quite enough, but the fight really broke out well when Vainglory took that opportunity, got the From Hell's Heart, was able to stun up that Kestrel. They weren't able to close things out. In fact, they almost dropped Creation. They turned their attention very well onto him. And now we're just kind of back at that stalemate feel that this game has been for a little bit. We have infusions across the board, but Pain Gaming has just renewed theirs.
This is so sneaky. Are they going to get this, Denominate? Are they going to sneak it away from Ace Gaming? Ace have realized now when they go in, active camera's been used, the Kraken is low, there's the one shot, one kill, and the Kraken goes down! Pain get it! Last time we saw a fight, From Hell's Heart does connect onto Creation, he gets the reflex block in the end, but Pain Gaming can just back away. They've got the Kraken, they can win a fight underneath the turret, they've got their second Kraken of the game, and 25 minutes in, Pain Gaming are looking to start to secure this. They need at least that choke turret, they really need a lot more. They need to take down that Crystal, because they want their spot in the semi-finals.
Yeah, what's a little bit unfortunate is they did take damage when the Kraken was taken, so they lost that health buff. And meanwhile, Youngju's been able to just use that Imperial Sigil, top the team off. So Ace are in a much healthier position. Pain have to play this perfectly. They need to find a kill on the Creation here.
Solar Storm onto the turret, doesn't quite connect for the damage. Looking for those Helios on the turret as well. The Kraken is low, the stun's going to land onto Creation, but he is healed back up. Death from above onto the Kraken. Will they crack the choke point turret? They will. That's big for Pain. That is a key turning point in this game. Unable to get the kills, but they break into the base of Ace Gaming.
Yeah, and we are now past the 25-minute mark, and the death timer is essentially maxed out at this.
So the next fight will likely win it for someone. Muster still in base, coming out now. Ace had an opportunity. The Dragon's Eye has been completed on Muster as well. Keeping the Halcyon charges, he has sold that Shatterglass. He thinks he gets more damage out of the Dragon's Eye if he can get the stacks up. Here comes the flank by Bulwark. Stun only going to land onto Youngju. The Death Mabuff will get the stun onto Jesuit Farah. Looking for the trespass. The stuns are going to land. And now Ace Gaming perhaps on the back foot, but Youngju uses a great sigil. The stealth comes out. Falcon Dorian realizes he needs to get the hell out of there because otherwise he'll get stunned up. A great second stun, but the damage from the active camo. Muster, Solar Storm doesn't quite connect, and now it's up to Tassa to get these flanks off. One shot, one kill. Not going to hit, but Jesuit Farah will still fall. A ridiculous kill by a ridiculous player. Creation is shredding through pain, and Ace Gaming have found the fight that they needed. They're going to take them all down, and are they going to take the win off that?
That's definitely going to be a little bit close as these turrets get taken down. It will reduce the death timers, but 45, 50, it's looking like Ace Gaming should have what they need to close this one out. And I think we have EA advancing on in this tournament.
What a performance by Ace Gaming, taking it all the way to the best of 5. They'll take down the Crystal turrets, they'll take down the Crystal, and they'll take down Pain Gaming as they go through to the semi-finals.
It's been a crazy journey, almost a little bit speechless at the end of that game. Pain Gaming took it so close to the end, took Ace all the way to basically 30 minutes. And, you know, they've performed great. They've really stepped things up since last year. It was great to have them with us. And I'm going to just be honest, I'm excited to see Ace as they move on in this tournament. And it's
great to see. Like, Pain Gaming put a superb performance on. It was exemplary. They almost took down Ace, but Ace adapted. They improvised. They changed their strategy. They were able to wait out the games, and they did such a good job in closing out that game.